So, what are all the 5 marker problem will be asked and what is the formula they are going to use? The simple formula, dears, you know already A will be is equal to P plus SI, and SI it is given by the formula SI will be is equal to PTR divided by 100. Now we are going to have total amount invested, we don't know, that means principal amount X into, you are going to have 3 into 10% divided by 100. So 10 ones are 10 tens are. You are going to have the answer 3x divided by 10. Hello dear students, a warm welcome to one and all. My name is Vibha, Mathematics faculty at Vidyashram Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. So in the last session we have learnt which chapter? Chapter is nothing but the simple interest and compound interest. And here we are having session number 3. Okay. In the last session we have learnt the problems of some 3 marker and then 5 marker. So in this session we are going to have the topics of 5 marker problems on simple interest. Okay. So, what are all the 5 marker problem will be asked and what is the formula they are going to use? The simple formula, dears, you know already A will be is equal to P plus SI, and SI it is given by the formula SI will be is equal to PTR divided by 100. Right. So same formula we are going to use here, where P is nothing but principal amount and T is nothing but the number of years, R is nothing but the rate of interest, and here A is nothing but the total amount you are going to have, which is given by the formula the principal amount back plus the interest you are going to have it as. Okay dear students, we'll move on to the problem. The difference between simple interest received from 2 different sources on 2005 and for 3 years is 375. Find the difference in their rate of interest. So what they have given, P is equal to 2500 and T I am going to take it as 3R1 because the rate of interest they have asked the difference. You need to find out the rate of interest difference is nothing but I can take it as R1 is to R2. Okay, I need to find out what is this. So here we are going to have P will be is equal to 2500 and T will be is equal to 3R2. So let me calculate for this one. The simple interest they have asked here will be is equals to SI will be is equals to, I can have PTR divided by 100. So SI will be is equals to PTR means P is equals to 2500 and T is nothing but 3 into R into 1. You are going to have it as divided by 100. So SI will be is equals to, you are going to have will be 3R1, that is which will get cancelled here. 25 3s are, you are going to have it as 75R1. So SI. And then next you are going to have it as same formula we are going to give it as, so which will be is equal to 2500 into 3 into R2 divided by 100, which you are going to get it as same as 25 3s are 75 R2. So we need to take the difference of that. So difference will be is equals to 75 R1 is to 75 R2, right? So here we are going to have it as finding the difference between these is nothing but they have given the amount is 375. So which will be is equals to 375. Therefore, so you are going to have it as 75 R1 minus R2 or R2 minus R1 is equal to 375. Otherwise, R1 difference R2 is equal to 375 divided by 75, which you are going to have it as R1 is to, or R1 minus R2 will be is equal to 5%. That is your difference of rate of interest. Understood? Now, we'll move on to the next problem. What they have given, a sum of money amount to 19,500 in 5 years and 22,200 after 8 years at the same rate of interest. Find the rate of interest, although also find the principal amount. So, let me take first one is principal amount is equal to question mark, and amount they have given it as 19,500 and then T they have given it as how many years? 5 years, right? So 5 years. So you know already SI will be is equals to PTR divided by 100, which will be is equal to P, we don't know as it is. T is nothing but you are going to have it as 5 years into amount is nothing but we don't know what is the amount. Rate of interest also we don't know, 100. Alright, so we know the formula is given by A will be is equals to P plus SI. So let me substitute here. P amount is 19,500 is equal to P we don't know plus SI we have calculated P into 5 into R divided by 100. So which you can take a P common factor. P is 1 plus 5R divided by 100, right? So which is 19,500 here. So next you are going to have it as they have given and 22,200 after 8 years. That means you can calculate amount will be is equal to 22,200 and then you are going to have T will be is equals to 8 years and R we don't know here. Same rate of interest they have asked, right? So therefore let me calculate this also. A will be is equals to P plus SI. So you are going to have it as A will be is equal to 22,200 which will be is equal to P plus SI, P plus PTR. So you are going to have P into T, 8 into R divided by 100. So which you can write it as P into 1 plus 8R divided by 100. Let me call this equation as 1 and this equation as 2, correct? So from 1 and 2 we can have 2 divided by 1 equation. If we do, we are going to get relation. So what relation you can have it as? So equation 2 divided by 1. So which implies that we are going to have it as 2 is nothing but that one 22,200 divided by, in the equation 1 left hand side you are having 19,500. 19,500 is equals to, you are going to have in the right hand side. What is the right hand side? Right hand side is P into 1 plus 8R divided by 100. P into 1 plus 8R divided by 100 divided by, in equation 1 you are going to have in the right hand side P into 1 plus 5R divided by 100, right? So therefore we can arrive at the relation of the right hand side as you can cancel P and P. 100 into 1 is 100. By taking LCM you are going to have it as 100 plus 8R divided by 100 whole over 100. Again LCM you can take it as 100 into 1 is 100 plus 5R divided by 100. Now 100 and 100 will get cancelled and in the right hand side you are going to have it as, let me calculate this one, which will be is equals to, you can cross multiply this, what you will be going to get. So 100 plus, so let me write the right hand side here, 100 plus 8R divided by 100 plus 5R. So cross multiply this, 100 plus 5R will be cross multiplied to 22,200. So therefore you are going to have it as 22,200 into 100 plus 5R will be is equals to, you are going to have it as 19,500 into 100 plus 8R. Let me multiply this. You are going to get the answer in the result as, now you can cancel this 2 zeros. So therefore remaining is 222 into 100 plus 5R is equals to 195 into 100 plus 8R. So therefore by multiplication you are going to get the answer will be is equal to 22,200 plus 222 into 5 is 1110R is equals to 195 into 100 is 19,500 plus, and 195 into 8 is 1536R. So let us minus this one. You are going to get, let me take this to this side, left hand side, all the term to the left hand side. You are going to get the answer will be is equals to, or take 110 to the right hand side, take 19,500 to the left hand side. What you are going to get? 22,200 minus 19,500 is equals to 1536R minus 110R. right? Minus this one, you are going to get the answer will be is equals to, so you are going to get the answer as 2700 will be is equals to 450 R, otherwise R will be is equal to 2700 divided by 450, which will be is equal to 6% per annum. Okay, so they have asked you to find out the rate of interest, as well as what they have asked you to find out. They have asked you to find out the principal amount. We found out the rate of interest is nothing but the 6%. Now how to find out the principal amount? Let me substitute in what? The equation 1, so that you are going to get the principal amount as, which will be is equals to, so what is the equation? Equation you can have substitute in equation 1, that is R is equal to 6%. Equation 1 is 19,500 is equals to P into 1 plus 5R divided by 100, right? So which can be written as principal amount I want to find out, therefore I can multiply and then substitute R there. You are going to get 19,500 is equals to P, as it is, we don't know P, we are finding that P only, 1 plus 5 into R is nothing but 6 divided by 100. So you are going to get 19,500 is equals to P into 1 plus 5 6 are 30 divided by 100. So therefore 19,500 is equals to P into, you can cancel this, you are going to have it as, so 3 by 10, 10 plus 3 is 13 divided by 10. You are going to have a P will be is equals to 19,500 into 10 divided by 13. So the answer you are going to get for this one will be is equals to P is 15,000. Okay, that is your answer. So P is 15,000 or R is equals to 6% per annum. Understood? So I think you understood this problem. We'll move on to the next question. A lent rupees 5,000 to B for 2 years. Okay, that means a principal amount they have given to a B for 2 years. B can be any person. T is nothing but 2 years, and 3,000 to C for 4 years on simple interest at the same rate and received 2,200. So received what? 2,200 for the what is that? Given amount of the interest. In all, from both of them as an interest. They have received such interest. Find the rate of interest. You need to find out the R. What they have given? A lent to B, P is equals to 5,000 to B in 2 years, in T is equals to 2 years, right? So therefore, interest I can calculate it as for this one. What is that? PTR divided by 100, which will be is equals to P is 5,000 into T is nothing but 2 years. We don't know R, divided by 100. 2 5s are 10. We'll keep it as it is. So you are going to have 52s are, which is nothing but 100 R, correct? 100 R is nothing but simple interest. Next, they have asked, they have given what? A lent to P is equals to 3,000 to C at T is equals to 4 years. At T is equals to 4 years means let us calculate simple interest to 2, which is PTR, same formula. P is nothing but 3,000 into T is nothing but 4 into R we don't know, divided by 100. So we'll get cancelled. 3 4s are 12, which is 120. Simple interest is nothing but 120 R. Now, what they have calculated, collected the interest rupees 2,200. Therefore, they have collected S1 plus SI2 is equals to 2,200. Correct? Therefore, let me substitute SI is nothing but 100 R plus 120 R is equals to 2,200. So therefore, you can calculate by taking R common. 100 R plus 120 R is nothing but 220 R. So 220 R is equals to 2,200. 2200. So R will be is equal to 2200 divided by 220. Let me calculate this. R will be is equals to. So therefore you can have 0 0 will get cancelled. 22 ones are. You are going to have 22 tens is 120. Therefore R will be is equal to 10%. That is your answer. So this type of questions will be asked for 5 marker. Understood? Okay dears, we'll move on to the next question. What they have asked is Satvik obtained a loan rupees 4,000 at an interest rate of 6% per year. Immediately lent 2,500 at an interest rate of 9% per year to Jason. So he will be immediately a lent of rupees 2,500 to whom? To Jason at 9% after 3 years, correct? And balance at 12%. Balance means you are going to minus from 4,000 2,500. Okay. So balance amount he is going to lend for what? 12% per year to whom? To Vivek. So after 3 years, he collected the amount due to him and repaid his loan. Okay, and he is going to repay his loan who has been collected, who is Satvik. Find his gain. We need to find out the gain of that Satvik. So let me take first one. What is that? Satvik obtained a loan. Satvik obtained a loan. Rupees. What is that? You are going to have P is equal to 4,000 at 6% per annum, correct? And then he given total amount given to whom? Jason. Jason after 3 years is nothing but P is equals to 2,500 at what rate of interest? At rate of interest is nothing but 9. R is equals to T is equal to, we can take it as 3 years. Okay, and R will be is equal to 9%. Let me calculate simple interest for this one. I am going to take simple interest 1. So which will be is equal to PTR divided by 100. That is 2,500 into 3 into 9 divided by 100. So this will go 25 into 3 into 9, which will be is equals to. So you are going to have 25 into 3 into 9 is nothing but 675. Okay, so the total amount received by Jason, total amount received by Jason is nothing but A plus SI. That is SI1, what we have calculated here. So therefore, I can calculate this will be is equals to 2,500 plus SI is nothing but 675. Now 2,500 plus 675 is 3,175. So this was he received from Jason, who? Satvik, right? So next let us calculate what was the amount given to Vivek. Given to Vivek is remaining amount. Remaining amount means what? 4,000 minus 2,500. That was the amount given. So therefore, amount given to Vivek is 4,000 minus 2,500, which will be is equal to 1,500, which is nothing but P. At what rate of interest? At rate of interest as 12%. So therefore, and T is equals to what? 3 years. For rate of interest is nothing but 12% and T is equals to after 3 years. Correct? So let me calculate simple interest 2 for this one, which is PTR divided by 100, that is 1,500 into T is 3 into 12 divided by 100. Those will go therefore 15 into 3 into 12. Now you are going to have the answer will be is equal to 540. Now a total amount received by Vivek. What is that? Principal amount plus 540. That is 1,500 plus 540, which is 2040. Okay. Now he is going to have both the Jason and the Vivek. How much he is going to collect? 4,000 or 6% per annum. So we can have it as total amount repaid by whom? Repaid by Satvik after 3 years From whom? Getting money from both. Whom? From both Vivek and the Jason, right? From both Vivek and Jason. So which will be is equals to, I can have a P will be is equal to what? 4,000, and T will be is equal to 3 years. And then you are going to have R will be is equal to how much? You are going to have it as 6%. So therefore 6%. Okay. So okay, we are going to have what is that? A total amount repaid by Satvik after 3 years. Getting money from both what? From whom? Vivek and then Jason. For 3 years you are going to have 6%. So let me calculate. Interest 3 will be is equals to, or SI 3, PTR 4,000 into 3 into 6 divided by 100. 2 zeros will go to 3 into 6. You are going to have it as 720. So what is the total amount then? Total amount is nothing but principal amount plus SI. That is the total amount. So therefore 4,000 plus 720, which will be 4,720. Now what the Satvik is going to gain? So therefore total gain is equals to, you are going to have total gain is nothing but, what is the total amount received from both SI1 and SI2, and then minus of received from at a time from both of Vivek and then Jason. Each from Jason plus from Vivek minus from both Vivek and then Jason. You are going to have total gain is nothing but that much. Therefore we can add that to, what is that? You are going to have total amount by Jason is nothing but 3175. So 3175 plus, you are going to have total amount by Vivek is nothing but 2040 minus from both of them you received, then only you can get gain, isn't it? So that is 4720. So the answer you are going to get for this one will be is equals to, so the answer you are going to get for this one will be is equals to 495. So this is the what Satvik will be gaining, 495 rupees. I think you've understood this problem, how to calculate. First we have calculate what was the Jason received, what was the Satvik received by Jason, and what was the Satvik received by Vivek. And then what was the Satvik received from both Vivek and then Jason, and then we have added from both Jason and the Vivek, and then we have minused from, what is that, from both of the Vivek and the Jason what he was collected. We will be getting the gain of Satvik. Understood? Okay. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Pribal invested a part of rupees 6,500. Only a part of rupees 6,500 at 10% annual rate of interest and rest of it for 12% annual interest. At the end of the 3 years, T is equals to 3 years, he got total amount of 8,690 rupees. How much money he has invested at different rates. So different rates, how much money he has invested, we need to find out this one. So here I am going to take it as, let the amount invested at 10% is equals to X. I am going to consider that one. Okay. So therefore for 3 years if we calculate this one, so simple interest I can calculate it as will be is equals to, because again he has invested 8,690. So that I have calculated now. Now I am calculating simple interest 1. So PTR divided by 100, that means 6,500 into T is nothing but 3 years into R 10%. Now we are going to have total amount invested, we don't know, that means principal amount X into, you are going to have 3 into 10% divided by 100. So 10 ones are 10 tens are. You are going to have the answer 3x divided by 10, isn't it? So you are going to have it as next. Okay. Next you are going to have it as let the amount invested for 12% is equals to what it will be? You are going to have 6,500 minus what is the amount has been invested, that is X. So 6,500 minus X. So therefore if we calculate SI2 for this one, amount is 6,500 minus X into 3 into 12% divided by 100, right? PTR divided by 100. So therefore you can have the answer will be is equal to for this. Now the answer will be is equals to for this. See, you are going to have what is that? 4 3s are 12, 4 25s are. So 3 3s are 9. So 9 into 6,500. So 9 into 6,500 minus X divided by 25. Now what I need to calculate for this one will be is equals to SI2, that is simple interest 1 plus simple interest 2 will be is equal to what they have received, isn't it? That is we can calculate 8,690 minus 6,500 is what? So therefore total interest that is sum of the interest is equal to 8,690 minus 6,500 is equal to 2,190. You are going to get the answer for this one, right? So you are going to get the answer for this one, 2,190. So total interest is nothing but SI1 plus SI2. What is that SI1? 3x by 10 plus you are going to have 9 into 6,500 minus X divided by 25 is equal to 2,190. You can take LCM will be is equals to what is that? You can calculate 10 into 25 which is 50 you can have because it is divisible by 5. See, you are going to have it as 2 5s are 10. You cannot 5 1s are 5, 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25. Again 2 and 5 are the what is that? You are going to have 5 5s are 25, 25 2s are is nothing but 50. So therefore 50 is the LCM because 2, 5, 2 are nothing but the prime numbers. So next you are going to have it as how many times of? You are going to have 10 5s are 50, 3 5s are 50 next. Plus 25 2s are 50. So 9 into 2 is 18 into 6,500 minus X is equals to 2,190. Now cross multiply this, you are going to have 15x plus so 18 into 6,500. So you are going to have it as 1,17,000 minus 18x is equal to 2,190 into 50. 10,09,500. So therefore answer you are going to get for this one will be is equal to 15x minus 18x is minus 3x is equal to, if you take that side 10,09,500 minus 11,07,000 will be is equal to minus 3x will be is equal to minus, because obviously this is lesser and this is greater value you are going to have. This is lesser and this is greater value which is minus 7,500. So minus minus will get cancelled. You are going to have x will be is equals to 7,500 divided by 3. So how much it will get cancelled? 3 2s are 6, correct? So 3 2s are 6, you are going to have it as 3 5s are 15, right? X will be is equal to 2,500. That is the value we can calculate. So amount invested for 10% is 2,500. We have taken the same amount invested, let it be X. X we have calculated 2,500. Now what is the total amount invested for 12%? 6,500 minus 2,500. Therefore what will be giving the value? You are going to have for 12% amount invested will be is equal to 6,500 minus 2,500. So the answer you are going to get for this one is 4,000. That's it. Okay. I think you understood this problem. Okay. We'll move on to the next question. Sujit borrowed rupees 1 lakh from money lender and a bank. If the rate of interest are 18% per annum and 16% per annum respectively, that means what is borrowed from money lender is 18%, what is borrowed from a bank is nothing but 16% respectively. Sujit pays rupees 16,600 as the interest for how many year? 1 year. Find the amount borrowed from money lender and a bank. They have asked you to find the total amount borrowed from the money lender as well as the bank. So I am going to take, let Sujit borrowed rupees 1 lakh from money lender is equal to X at what percent? At 18% for 1 year. Correct? So let me calculate simple interest. 1, because they have given as total interest paid by Sujit, it is 16,600. This is for a money lender. Next one for a bank I am going to calculate. So PTR divided by 100, which is 1 lakh, into, you are going to have it as, so amount for 1 year. Okay. Sujit borrowed rupees 1 lakh from a money lender and a bank, isn't it? If the rate of interest 18% per annum and 16% per annum, that means from a money lender 18%, from a bank it is 16%. And Sujit pays total how much? 16,600 as a interest, rate of interest he is going to pay for 1 year. Find the amount borrowed from a money lender and a bank. Now I am going to take it as, let the amount borrowed by money lender is equals to X at 18% per 1 year, right? Per annum. So therefore you are going to have it as SI1 will be is equal to, P is nothing but X into 1 into rate of interest is 18 divided by 100, right? So which you are going to have 18x divided by 100, right? So therefore you can cancel this one by what? 9, 2 1s are, 2 9s are 18, again 2 5s are 10, which is 9x divided by 50. Again we are going to have it as, let the amount borrowed from bank. From bank how much it will be? 1 lakh minus x, isn't it? 1 lakh minus x. So therefore for 1 year at rate of what? At 16% per annum. 16% per annum means you are going to have SI2 will be is equal to, principal amount is 1 lakh minus x into rate of interest is 16, year is 1, 16 divided by 100, correct? Let me calculate this one. You are going to have it as SI2 will be is equal to, now you can have 4 4s are 425s are. You can multiply this, it will become 1 lakh into 4 is 4 lakh minus 4x divided by 25. Now how much amount rate of interest he is going to pay? He is going to pay 16,600 as a rate of interest. Therefore total interest, that is SI1 plus SI2 is equal to 16,600. So SI1 is nothing but 9x by 50, 9x by 50 plus, and SI2 is nothing but what is that, 4 lakh minus 4x divided by 25 is equal to 16,600. Now you can take it as 25 into 50. You can calculate the LCM. What is the LCM? 25. Now from where it will go? It will go from directly 5. Correct? 5 5s are 25. Again 5 1s are. Again you calculate from 5 only. 5 1s are, 5 2s are. This is the LCM. 5 5s are 25. 25 2s are is nothing but 50. So therefore 50 will be the LCM for this one. 50. This as 9x. Plus, now how many times it will be? 2 times, because 25 2s is 50. So 2 times you are going to have it as, it will become 4 2s is 8 lakh minus 4 2s is nothing but 8x is equal to 16,600. Understood? Now you can cross multiply 50 there. So it will become 9x minus 8x is x plus 8 lakh. You are going to have is equal to 16,600 into 50. So the answer you are going to get for this one, x is equals to 16,600 into 50, which is 8,30,000. 8,30,000. So if I take this 8 lakh to that side, it will become minus 8 lakh. This is 8,30,000. Okay. So minus 8 lakh. So the answer you are going to get for this one is 30,000. Right. So this was a money borrowed from a money lender. That is total amount borrowed from a money lender. What is the total amount borrowed from a bank? 1 lakh minus 30,000, isn't it? So therefore, amount borrowed from bank is equal to 1 lakh minus 30,000. It will be is equal to, you are going to have 70,000, isn't it? So this is what the money borrowed from a bank. I think you understood this problem. These are all the problems you are going to have for the examination. I think you understood all the problems which I have solved from the textbook. Thank you, dear students. In the next session, we'll be moving on to solving the problems on a compound interest. So this finishes your simple interest. Thank you, dear students.